Alrighty, hello everybody. Happy Friday. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're having a good one so far. Just adjusting my settings a little bit here. Speaking of which, hey Brandon, how's it going? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Just quickly check something here. I feel like this seems blurrier than usual, but maybe I've just never really paid attention to it. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Let's load up our game from last time, if I can figure out which one it is here. I think it's this one. Looks like it. Usually the load works better than trying to do the resume, because resume apparently always chooses your autosave, which on Martyr difficulty, you only have an autosave at the very beginning of the game, which is why I guess the game would always kind of bug out whenever I tried doing that. Because it just doesn't seem to want to cooperate if you do that. Anywho, yeah, so we're back. We are in, I guess, Act 3 of the game, a good ways into it now. I don't know how much of the game is left. I'm thinking we might finish it today. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to probably try to do a little bit of a longer stream if it's necessary, unless we finish kind of on the sooner side, in which case I'll probably end after that. Unless it's like a really soon finish, then maybe we'll just do something else afterwards. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We appear to have the proper UI, so we are all good. All right, let me try to remember where we left off last time. I know I wanted to go in here, but that kind of looked like progress, and then I think I still needed to go, like, take the boat into the one corridor that we opened up outside that we have yet to go into. There's a whole lot of stuff underneath the Tower of Judgment by the looks of it, so hopefully going that way will be okay to do. It might also be totally fine to go that way as well, but because I would think that progress is going to be locked behind the Tomb of Dolores thing, where we need the 2 wheels for, so because I haven't done that. Anyway, I messed with the settings a little bit to see if it would kind of help with those little bit occasional micro stutters and things, but I don't know that it's going to really do much of anything. Let's see if I can try to remember where I left the boat. Maybe it was down here. This doesn't look right. I think it's the other way. But yeah, I've kind of just sort of come to accept that this is just, here it is. This is just how it is with Unreal Engine 5 games. Like my PC, I wouldn't say it has like the best specs you could possibly have for something relatively new. Like I could have technically a better graphics card in it, but I don't think it would make a huge difference. Because I've got, this PC is still fairly new, and I've got like a lot of stuff in it. So I think we're just going this way to the very end. But yeah, it's just, Unreal Engine 5 games on PC just always seem to be kind of unstable. Like, if you're lucky, maybe it'll run totally fine with whatever your specs are, but it just seems fairly common for there to be issues of one or another. Like, I had some issues with, like, even Expedition 33, even though for the most part that game ran just fine. This is the bit that we opened back here, so let's see what this leads to now. Yeah, I just don't know that there's any way for us to really get rid of the little stutters when they happen. Just is what it is. I wish it wasn't a thing, but I can't really do much about it without, maybe turning all of my settings down to the bare minimum, which might still not even really help, and it would just make the game look crappier. Because my PC is more than capable of running this in, like, you know, maximum settings, but... And honestly, I should probably just leave it at max settings, because I don't think it helps the stutters to turn it down at all.
Beneath these waters. No, no, no. They cast you into this foul floating grave as if you were children of the sea. But I know the truth. I know who your true father is. And even if it costs me my life, I will find you. I swear by the sun, you will have the farewell a true Solari deserves.
Let's see. So this is number 13. Which ones do we have at this point? 12, 13, 14. So I think we just need 15 at this point. So we're just looking for one more. That'll be the last of those. Oh, okay. So that was that one. Alright, so that just opened another little kind of shortcut back, but we don't really need to go back there for anything really. So at this point, I think we have everything we can really get. We did miss a little bit of money up there in the Tower of Judgment. I'm not going to try to go back for. I'm not even sure I can. Might be a point of no return sort of thing up there. But yeah, there's a lot of layers to this particular map because it's a tower that not only goes up, but has several subterranean levels as well, apparently. So yeah, I think this here is going to be progress, I would hope. But it's just odd because, like, they put the save point here after going through this area, and then this leads to kind of like a big area, so I'm not really too sure. Like, because the Tomb of Dolores goes off that way. Whereas the Tower of Judgment, I think, continues, but I don't know if it's just, like, which one of these things is needed for progress. I just hope I can do both things without... You know, if I don't do them in, like, the correct order. But I'm going to go to the tower. We'll throw down one more save for the heck of it. And, go from there. Do I have enough money for anything here?
A little discount.
I mean, we're maxed on everything that we have. There's still one more gun we can get that's upgradable, and then I think probably one more gun beyond that we can get that's not upgradable, because we still have 2 more weapon slots according to the weapon wheel. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Not that we necessarily need a bunch of stuff, because honestly, just the default pistol even is pretty good throughout the game, but I do like to be able to switch it up, especially, you know, when there's a lot of enemies. Alright, let's take the elevator and see, oops, wrong thing, where we can go. Hopefully we can just backtrack after this, and this is not for the main progress, because, like I said, it'd be one thing if just both things were necessary, because we need to, like, find the Admiral things.
To return the soul of Amancio Aguado to the depths of the sea. Repeat after me. Oh, Madre Dolores. Shed a single tear for your beloved son Amancio, for a single tear shall wash away his sins. Welcome him into your kingdom and forgive all his trespasses. For we know well that the sea never forgets, but always forgives. Martyr.
Like, what I'm kind of thinking right now, since our objective is to, like, find the two admirals, we got one of the two. I'm thinking the other one will be at the bottom of the Tower of Judgment, where we're going, and then somewhere in the Tomb of Dolores we'll need both of their things to progress. So even though we might have the thing to open the initial entrance of the tomb, we may not be able to fully progress that part until we do this. That's my hope, anyway. I'm kind of doing this in the right order, so I don't have to do a bunch of backtracking. We shall see. What do we have left to find? One more crow relic, one more page, one holy blood, one record, one brooch, 2 crows. Okay, for some reason that door did not open when I walked into it at first. This feels like the type of room that would make sense to stick a crow in somewhere, but I don't currently feel like I see anything or hear anything. Wait, so is this just the other?
Ah, the chain came loose. I cannot carry more syringes.
So that is the other admiral. He's
Something
just hanging there, but then it was yoinked away at the last second. Any crow cages? Any dolls to shoot? Yo, Shadok, how's it going? Your face is numb. Why is that? Did you have, were you just out in the cold, or got, okay, my second guess was dental work, so. Yep, that's understandable. I hope that, it's gonna do damage. I was hoping he'd go back to, like, looking around, but he never really did. It's better. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I hope that your fillings went well. Always nice when the dentist shows you the halfway pictures afterwards with their teeth just missing huge chunks out of them. Yeah, I guess so. I've actually been very lucky. I've never had to get a filling. Now, I don't know if that'll remain true for too much longer. Not because I haven't been taking care of my teeth, but you know, just as you get older, sometimes it's just kind of unavoidable. But yeah, like on my dad's side, you know, of the family, I guess, not so great. My brother seems to have inherited his kind of crappy teeth. My mom, on the other hand, kind of similar, just, I think as she got older, she started having like 1 or 2 issues. But for me, like, it's just kind of the same. Like I haven't really had any big dental problems, just because my, you know, as much as I wish that there were other things I was lucky with in terms of genetics, like teeth is the one thing I've got that are relatively okay strength wise. They haven't, you know, I never got braces as a kid, so they're not exactly like as straight as I'd like them to be or anything. I have like a slight a little bit of a gap between my two front teeth. It's not like huge or anything, but yeah, so they're not like perfect or anything like that. But yeah, I'm in this similar boat. Like for COVID and everything else, like there have been times where I just haven't really been to the dentist in quite a while, and it's actually been a bit now, so I do need to schedule something. But yeah, I could end up going and they could end up telling me like, oh yeah, you actually have like this tiny little cavity, you just don't really feel it or something. Who knows? I guess we're on one already.
Mediodía, tell me, have you ever had doubts?
Me? All the time. Sometimes after a good nap, I forget my own name.
That is not what I meant. I am talking about the sun. If he chose you to carry out his will, would you obey without question?
Well, aren't you the one asking the weird questions now? Sure you didn't bump your head or something? Blasphemous. No hesitation. Fulfill your mission.
I have never told anyone this. But it was the sun who brought me to Tormentosa. He ordered me to banish the Lord of the Sea. And now, I find out that this dark god is his own son. How do I know I am doing the right thing?
Wanna know how? Tell that little head of yours to hush for a bit and start listening to your heart instead. Was that too cheesy? Yeah, sounded pretty cheesy, didn't it?
A little. But you are right.
Wait, I am?
Yes. My heart tells me the sun is hiding something. And I intend to find out what.
I have to listen to your hearts. Stuck in my head. I hear some boys over this way. Let's do some shooting first before we absorb anything. Fact. Oop. Man, that still takes so much. Alright, see if we can find anything else to absorb. We can just use that. Let's do that. Is the volume okay for you guys, by the way? Does it need to go up or anything? I keep feeling like certain bits are maybe a little quiet, but that might just be my headphones. I had them turned down a little earlier. Ooh, that's... oh no, that's not new. That's the glass thingy. Okay, I would love to sprint when I press the button, but... gunshots get loud, but not too loud. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, the sound in this game is a little all over. Because if I turn down the sound effects, like the gunshots will get quieter, but then so will a lot of other things that are already kind of quiet. Also, hey Robin, how's it going? Oops. So that won't really matter that much which order I did that in, since I wasn't at full HP. Alright, anything to shoot? Still not seeing or hearing any dolls or crows here. We have a save point.
My son, that is the cage of La Santa Redentora. Thanks to it, I've saved hundreds of souls.
By taking their lives. Don't forget that part.
The sea's ways are unfathomable. It decides their fate. We merely obey.
Hard to believe when it's men like you tipping the scales. Or does the sea whisper in your ear?
Every day, Ramon. Even in my dreams, our Madre Dolores comes to guide me.
Well, I've never heard a thing. Not a single word.
That has always been your greatest weakness, a lack of faith. But you're still young. In time, you'll learn to listen.
Anyway, how you doing, Robin? It's good to see you. Level design of this game reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. To me, I kind of get some Tower of Latria vibes down at in the underground level here from Demon Souls. There's like a few different like color and design, like architecture aspects to it that just kind of make me think of that. Let's go ahead and save it. Okay. And the Lord of the Tides decreed, every fallen soul shall be weighed upon the scales of the abyss, and only those who find balance shall be deemed worthy of redemption. Thus the heretics shall descend into the Tower of the Sea, where their sins shall be read aloud one by one, and their weight shall drag them down, floor by floor, into the eternal waters. Yet whatever may come, their sins shall be cleansed, for the sea never forgets, but always forgives. Okay. So I guess we just have to balance all three of these out.
Like fishing in the lake.
Okay. Virtue lies in balance. Leave that other syringe there in case we need it. And move on. Anything else in here? I don't see anything to shoot. It's also just very quiet in this environment in general, so I feel like the sound is kind of weird just from it pretty much just being entirely effects. There's not a lot of ambience inside. Okay. some sound effects. I don't know if I should have like tried to rush to do anything before the gate closed, but I don't think so. This would be a great time to be able to turn on my flashlight. I swear, man, the parry is so weird in this. Not use that just yet. At least I do more damage to these enemies now, so they don't take like 6 shots anymore. It's just 4, I guess. 4 decently placed shots. I think I need to, at some point, kill something with just my knife. Because I think there's an achievement for that. Not that I really care that much about the achievements. I already missed a crow in, like, Chapter 2. So, I know I'm not going to get, like, every achievement anyway, but... Damn, is this doing anything to you? It feels like it's not. No, maybe it did some. I wonder if these are supposed to be like pictures of the sea god, or if it's just some other dude. So one more syringe. I guess we could sort of overheal for the hell of it, but just so it's collected, because I don't know if we'll need to come back through here, but then again, here's another one, so let's grab this one then. Said that, like, I'm a little cavalier about some of that stuff, but this game really throws a lot of syringes and heals at you, like, even on this difficulty. I feel like it's not... You don't really need to worry about it very much, especially as you get later in the game, because the enemies don't really seem to scale, which is good. Like, it makes your upgrades feel worthwhile, but... Am I supposed to be able to get out there in time? What the fuck? Hold on. Just got myself stuck. I'm gonna wait for a second. It may take a minute, but I kind of want to reset this now because I guess I have to sprint out of here in time. The thing I'm confused by is I'm not sure what the point was. Oh, I mean, I guess... Oh, never mind. That's like insanely slow. Unless it's going to speed up, because the other one did that after it got to a certain point. It's like a super slow. Okay. Yeah, no, I thought it was just opening the gate we came in. That's why I was confused, because I was like, I don't understand why we went in there then, because we didn't really get anything unique. So we have a couple of paths. Let's go this other way first, because that looks like it's a dead end. There's another one of these guys. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. This might be for the final health upgrade. Is indeed. At least I think. Yep. Fully upgrade your health. Okay, sick. Well worth it. So that might be the last one of those wine cabinet thingies too, then. I just like saw a dude there. I thought it was a statue, like just standing there. I was like, why aren't you attacking me? Alright, I still don't think I see anything to shoot out here. Like in terms of crow cages or dolls. Stutter. This is the thing, I was like, it just kind of makes me wonder, like, how easily missed that one crow cage is that I missed in Chapter 2, because I already heard somebody else say that they missed one in Chapter 2, and I suspect it might have been the same one, but it must have been, like, pretty well hidden, because they usually make them very audible when you're kind of close to them. Like, you don't have to even be all that close. Ooh. Hello. New gun. Submachine gun Berman A1. Hard to handle, sure, but when you unleash a storm of divine fire, who needs precision? Just pull the trigger and make sure nothing's left standing. Alright, sick.
What is a Tercios rifle doing here?
Sounds like we're close to the end of the game here then. Yeah, could be. I'm not sure how close yet, because I think there's going to be a little bit more, maybe post Act 3. Because, well, for one, I think there's actually still one more weapon to find, yeah, because the weapon wheel shows something else here. Man, this is, like, impossible to use with the mouse. Like, I'm moving the mouse around a lot, and it only wants to go this far. But this is the final gun that you can upgrade, I guess. So whatever the final gun is, it's going to be something that can't be upgraded. Trying to see. So this thing is really not good at long range. But Scarlet Letter is probably pretty strong for it because even at just like 28 rounds, that's an extra 6% for the 27 rounds you fire before the rest for the final bullet. I love the reload animations in this game. This one definitely needs a big reload speed upgrade, though, for sure. It takes a long time. Let's see. Before we progress, can we just quickly backtrack? Well, I was going to go absorb some of those other things, but I'll just grab this instead. Okay. And so, yeah, this still shows us some red areas, but it's just for absorbs and syringes, so we're good. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how close to the end we are. Okay, I hate when they shoot me through something. Die, please? That should have only taken 3, not 4. Final gun may be some gimmick weapon you need for the final boss. I feel like it can't be much longer with there being no more health upgrades. Yeah, probably. Although, you know, usually it's hard to say, right? Because you don't usually want to just make it so that the final upgrade you get happens like right before the end of the game necessarily. Because it's good to have, like, I see that happen in a lot of games, don't get me wrong. But it's not really a great design choice because then you don't really give your player much time to actually utilize that final upgrade or upgrades. It's like you're just kind of giving it to them for the final boss, which is still good to have for said final boss, but it's nice when you can kind of give it some time to breathe. So, you know, I sort of have the same expectation, but it's usually good if the developer kind of does things a little bit against like that trope. Put a little thought into it. Yo, Nightmare, how's it going? I'll be back for that syringe in just a second. I just want to see if there's any more little cupids to shoot. Okay, we don't need that syringe anyway. I'll just, well, I tell you what. Just so it's off the map back here, I'll grab it, but because the blood fountain is closer, so we can always come back for that if we need it. Just woke up from a nap. Nice. I hope you had a good nap. That you're doing well and having a good day in general, a good Friday. Feels like I should be jumping across here or something, but I don't think there's anything to get. Except that the map is kind of weird here. Oh shit, was this a... Okay, good. I didn't really think about that much, and I was like, oh wait, that might be a point of no return. So I did not go this way. Okay, it's just for the money, but that's fine. Hopefully we'll find a bike soon. I almost never really have to sharpen my knife, but, you know, since I was fucking around trying to kill something with a knife, I still need to do that, but I'll do it on, like, a regular statue next time.
Tormentos in my life, but none whose hands were shaking.
Shut up!
Sudden grunt, man just went oomph. Yeah.
There's no shame in feeling remorse. It means you're still human, not a beast like the rest of them.
I never wanted to be a tormentor, but my father, he forced me to follow in his footsteps.
I don't blame you. Mine was a bastard too. Beat the life out of me day in, day out. And my mother, well, wanna know what I did?
What?
End up here, right beside you. listen, kid. Just because he's your father doesn't mean he gets to choose your life. You've still got time to do the right thing.
All right. Okay, time to balance another. I'm glad they put another save point in just for having them abundant. Okay. I feel like we could just absorb the guy from here, but I guess we gotta send him back to the top, so. So I feel like these ones are gonna be a slightly different weight. They might be heavier because they look more stony, but it might be the opposite way.
Let us keep going.
A lot of the puzzles in this game have honestly been pretty good. I feel like they've been not really too difficult or anything. The only one I got like mildly stuck on was the domino one, which was not that it was difficult. Like it wasn't like a high difficulty puzzle or anything. It's just that like I had not played dominoes since I was like a very little kid, so I couldn't remember exactly how you were supposed to be reading the dominoes exactly. You know, it just took me a minute to think about it because I was just like, well, I think maybe they want me to match these symbols to something, but I don't know if they're trying to tell me for the sake of this puzzle that these symbols have a different value and I'm trying to add something up for the safe wall, or if I'm trying to just match the numbers like you would if you're playing dominoes. Because I misread the note. Apparently it says something about like remembering the rules of dominoes, but I didn't even know for sure that that was part of it. So I was just like, yes, dominoes feature in this thing, but I don't know how exactly they want me to use that information in this puzzle. Like, am I just playing dominoes or am I doing something else with this information? And it's just being represented with dominoes. Because sometimes that's how puzzles are, and oftentimes, actually, I would say, in modern video games, they don't usually expect you to have prior knowledge of other games that maybe a lot of people haven't played. Like, yeah, it wasn't a hard puzzle at all. It was just kind of like, only dominoes I know is the pizza, exactly. Yeah, well, like, I've played dominoes before, but I just didn't really remember exactly how you play it. Other than very vague memories of it, because the last time I played it, I think I was like 5 with like my grandparents or something like that. And I don't think I even understood it super well back then, because it was just kind of like something to play temporarily. I was never like super into it. There's probably going to be one of those glass enemies over there. So we should be prepared for that. One. Nothing's happening right there. How about in here? No? Maybe when we go to turn this, it'll do it. Let's look around the room first. Okay. So yeah, I think that's pretty much exactly what's going to happen. We're going to go hit that. That's going to open this one. And then we need to get in here to open that for the one back here, probably. But as we go to turn this, it's going to spawn in. Maybe not. Oh, just other enemies. Okay. Wait, I guess I can still kill you with the knife, technically. But I think I have to... Oh, never mind, that did work. can still use the knife even though the durability is at 0. You just can't block, or it doesn't do as much damage, I guess, or well, or maybe it does, but I think it doesn't stagger enemies or something, and you can't use it to parry when the durability is gone. Actually, I'm gonna have to do that one more time. I want to use this syringe over here just to have it off my map. Could I make it in time? Yes, I definitely can. Your enemies up here. Submachine gun's definitely a fun weapon. Alright, there we have a way to jump back down. Intentionally inefficient usage. I'm just doing it to get rid of all this shit off the map. There we go. So I guess it'll be easier technically. Well, not easier. We have to go the other way because the gate over here will be closed now, so I can't just run back over there. So we go this way. Quickly check the map. Okay, I think we're good. Items up here. Actually, I never played dominoes as far as I can remember, but isn't it that you just have to match the number on the tile? Yeah, but I just don't understand, like, the thing I don't know is specifically, like, the win condition. Okay, I hate when that happens. Like, I don't know the win condition specifically. Oh, you fucking suck. Can't do much at the moment. Come on, game, let me do something. Stun locked. There's a lot of enemies, bro. Another one of you? Am I hearing another one next to me? Like, why is that right in my ear? There's another one. I'm trying to shoot this guy, but it's like... There we go. Alright, actually challenging combat section for once. That's nice. Yeah, so let me finish what I was saying before I get interrupted there. I don't think we... Oh no, this just stays open. Okay, we're good. And I can't go back. I was gonna go grab those other syringes, but oh well. Oh, we can at least fix this. Anyway, so dominoes, the main thing like, yeah, you just match the tiles. Like, you have to match the numbers, right? The main thing is, like, you know, you put them around and, like, you chain them together and stuff. But that's the thing is, I don't remember exactly how you win. If it's just based on, like, oh, you know, I got this many tiles with this many points, you know, or this many combinations before, you know, because, like, I just don't know if it's, like, whenever you run out of tiles to do or something, but... Because, like I said, I haven't played the game since I was, like, 5, and I don't even know if I really particularly understood it then, because I was just mostly playing along with my grandparents, but not really paying a lot of attention. So yeah, I genuinely don't really even know specifically what the win condition is for playing. I just assume it's something like that. Like, you know, whoever can, you know, make the most matches with the tiles they have before they run out of tiles, or once you can't make any more, then the game ends and you just tally up points or something. I've got no clue. I just know that you want to, you know, the reason it, like, branches off and stuff is because you're trying to, like, keep the matches going. So you might move the tiles around, like, or place them strategically so you can keep making matches as you go, I guess. All right, this is probably going to be progress up here. Up the ladder, I think. I keep expecting, like, one of these corpses to, like, try to jump scare you at some point, but it just never really happens. This is a genuine question. I just realized. Oh, no, you're good. I assumed you meant genuinely. Because the thing is, I don't assume most people my age or younger have necessarily even played dominoes, because it's kind of like it's an old game, you know. It's people know of dominoes, and they know of like, not only the concept but just the idea that, you know, people like to stack dominoes, you know, to knock them over and shit, right? But that's not how you play the game of dominoes. Oop, I did not see him over there. All right. Well, we can't go back for stuff, so let's just continue. I would assume it's whoever gets to use up all his tiles first wins, like in a card game. Yeah, I just don't know if you, because I don't remember if, like, you're just kind of given a big bunch of tiles similar to, like, Mahjong, or if you kind of pull from, you know, a bunch of face down tiles to, like, as you progress, and it's just like whenever you collectively run out of tiles, or if it's whenever you, the player, run out of tiles, then the first person to run out of all of theirs might be the winner. I honestly have no clue. But it's probably one of those things, because it can only really be one of those things, right? Like, it wouldn't make sense for the win condition to be, like, something super complicated. Don't know if I could shoot this guy through here, but... seemed to work. So surprised I have not seen any crows at all down here. Why is that yellow? Feels like they originally wanted you to climb down here or something, or maybe they just thought people wouldn't be able to see this very well and might get confused. For a second there, I thought it was about to be Chris Redfield and just fucking pushing a rock over the cliff. No, just punch a boulder. Except it was a much less impressive boulder, but still. Okay, I'd like to shoot that doll down there.
I don't want to follow in your footsteps, Father. This life isn't for me.
You're not thinking straight. That heretics filled your head with lies. It pains me to say it, but perhaps Castigo was right. I've been far too soft on you.
That's exactly what I mean. If being like you means killing everyone who thinks differently, then I'd rather walk away from the path of the storm.
How dare you speak such blasphemy in my presence? Lock him up now!
Let go of me! You can't do this!
Oh, but I can, and I will. A little time behind bars will remind you where you come from, and more importantly, who you answer to.
Okay, anything else in here? Don't see anything. Let's go ahead and save. That would have been a clever place to put a crow or something if it was on the quieter side, but alright, this one. Another weight puzzle. Keeps being kind of almost there. We're gonna have to move these big ones on the bottom, I think. What? I guess there must be a specific win condition here. Because we're at 8 and 8 on both sides. And they're all lined up, I think. Unless my vision is just being a little wonky, but I don't think any of them are higher than the others. But I guess they want you to do it a specific way. Which is very silly because this clearly has worked. But it's not acting as though I've succeeded. Yeah, those look lined up to me. Maybe I need to organize them differently. Okay.
How many times will I have to do this.
No real reason for that. It's not really any more. This doesn't make more sense than the other way I did it. Like, it's not like they're specifically more organized or anything. They're just... I'm gonna save it again just in case. You solved it, but you didn't solve it in my way, so the solution doesn't count. This puzzle is a spirit animal 5th grade math teacher. Yeah. Unfortunately, it must just be with the way that they coded it, is that it had a very specific solution in mind, and I guess they just thought it could only be done the one way somehow, even though it clearly can be done a different way. It should just have the trigger work where it's just like, you know, once you... Oh, man, there's 2 of you? Okay. Got the stuttering. They're gonna let me door cheese you. I guess I'm gonna door cheese you. Let's heal just for good measure. Sure, we'll find some more. There's one right there. All right. Have a little look-see. Probably would have been maybe a little bit more sensible, or obviously what they would have wanted me to do is run in here and fight my way around in circles in this room, but I was just like, well, I don't really need to do that. I can just hang over here and it seems fine. Okay, we got all the vinyl records, apparently. I think all I'm going to ultimately miss, unless I miss something else in this chapter, like the Maramento page or the last brooch, all I'm gonna miss in the way of collectibles is getting all the crows, because I missed one in chapter 2. So dark, I like can't see this enemy. Ouch. Okay, now he's dead. Those Ophiators always... They might just be like a straight up full heal, or at least close to it. Come on. Hey, Karate, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. How are you doing today? How's your week been? there's another one up there. Absorb 30 chickens. Okay. I probably should have absorbed a lot more animals going through the game, because you can absorb them, I think, when you're still at full HP. You know, it's just not really necessary to do. I've probably absorbed most of them in the game. I've just definitely left a handful sitting around, thinking that I could just go back to them at one point and then never did because I didn't need them, or I'd get cut off from a point of no return or something. Oh my god, the fucking stutters, though. I really wish, it's one thing, I just would like for in the future more games, if they're going to be developing with Unreal Engine, to just have them be a little bit more stable on PC. I realize it's very difficult to optimize for everything, but done with work. Nice.
How long are they gonna have us scrubbing these stained glass windows? I'm sick of it.
Patience, brother.
There's at least like one or two voice actors that they kind of reuse in this, doing one or two different accents, and it's just always funny.
A year?
A year?
We're stinking like vinegar and I'm throwing myself off the bell tower. We should be out there pushing heretics, not wasting our time with this crap.
Antonio, show some respect. If you knew the story behind them, you wouldn't talk such nonsense. They say the windows represent the union of the Holy Twins and the sea. Did you know they threw themselves from the cliff of sorrow to cleanse their sins? I think it's fascinating.
With all due respect, Anya, you're such a bore sometimes.
And you're an idiot. Now shut up and keep scrubbing.
Well, and there's going to be our final brooch. Looks like we have a small obstacle puzzle to deal with as we go. So we can push that, but this is in the way. So first we have to go under here.
Path is clear.
Thanks, Gabe. Couldn't have done it without you.
Done.
Wait. All right, final brooch. At least that I know of. We didn't get an achievement for that, but we might get an achievement once we've opened all the chests. Enemy? No? I keep expecting enemies to like burst out of these stained glass windows. You know, the glass golem thingies, but they never seem to want to do that. Aside from like the very first introduction that we got to one, I think did something like that. I really hope there's a bunch of crows and like, or well, two in the final area, because I've really been trying to look out for them, but again, not that it really matters because we're not getting them all anyway, but the point is I have been looking. So sometimes the knife, like, as much as I like throwing these guys on the ground and stuff, you can't really very reliably use the knife on downed enemies. It just doesn't seem to really work. Unless you want to crouch, I guess. Any crows? I don't see anything. We should definitely have enough money, I think, to upgrade the final weapon, or I would think so. I missed. I hate when they go invisible. Not because it makes them difficult or anything, they just kind of waste your time a lot, because you can't really kill them while they're invisible, it seems. Also, it kind of feels like whenever they go invisible, they sort of like teleport somewhere. Like the music's still kind of going, but I don't hear it anywhere. Hello? Where did you teleport to? I'm just gonna leave if you don't pop up somewhere. Okay, well, the music decided to calm down anyway, I guess, so we'll just move on. Maybe he teleported off the map by accident. Still listening very intently for crows, but don't hear anything, don't see anything.
Oh, sacred seed, source of all life and purity, I have failed in my mission, and sin has tainted my bloodline. With a contrite heart, I bow before you, pleading for your mercy. Forgive my transgressions, O benevolent seed. Take my life, if through it my soul may be saved. For it is known that the sea always forgives, but never forgets. Morea.
Yep. Probably didn't work out super well for you if I had to guess, but oh, maybe I was thinking it was just the ship wheel thingies that we needed for Dolores' tomb, but I guess it was the levers, actually. I kind of forgot we got that other lever before. Every once in a while you see like some random little spot where they didn't quite like cover up the geometry. You can just sort of see the skybox through, but you know, it's lighter colored, so I keep thinking there's like a crow cage off in the distance or something. But alas. we should have everything that we care about. We've done this in the correct order. So now we can head back to the tower, save it there, upgrade our submachine gun while we're at it, and then finally head to the tomb. It's the world's slowest boat ride that you manually control. I just kind of wish this worked a little bit more like the Resident Evil boats, where you do get a little bit of speed. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of suspecting maybe after we're done with all this, we'll have to go back to the fair and possibly save people there, because it sounded like they figured out where the Solari were hiding out at one point.
My hero, let me reward you.
I don't quite have enough for that last thing. I'm pretty sure I've gotten all the Cur relics too, but then again, there's some probably in chests at the fair, so I don't need to worry about that. Alright, submachine gun. We cannot upgrade the rate of fire, that's fine. It doesn't really need to be. But I would like to upgrade the damage for sure. The ammo capacity and definitely the reload speed. So it's just one upgrade each, so that's fully maxed out now. I think all the guns are maxed, except for the pistol. The pistol looks like it could maybe get one more. But if so, it's not available yet, so maybe when we're done with this chapter, it'll let us upgrade the pistol one more time. But I think everything else is at max level.
You want that? May fortune smile upon you.
Thank you. Drain the Tomb of Deliverance. Yeah, there was only one upgrade, but it went it went pretty much to the same upgrade or reload speed as the pistol, like very rapidly, so that's nice. Okay, well, weird that that's like off the map over there, but in fact, there's a couple of these that are showing up as blue, despite the fact that there's something to drain there, because in the past, even just having drainable carcasses would show the map as incomplete, so I don't think there's been an update, so it's odd that it works a little differently in this area. But that may just be something to do with be a bug from after saving the game or something. Alright, so now we gotta drain the tomb so that we can actually get the priest's corpse for the final dagger. Second. Is there a door over here? It's blocked off. Okay. I was going to say, because it didn't look like there was one on the map. Oh, here we go. We get our Resident Evil puzzle now. do want that one, but we have to get this other one out of there first. That's not what I wanted. These controls are so confusing sometimes. So the problem is I need to like exchange. Fuck. I hate these controls. Is there... Well... But that's... Oh, no, it's not correct. Okay. I was going to say the pieces are in the right configuration. I wasn't paying attention to the middle bits because we can't like just exchange those. We have to actually get them aligned in the right things too. That's annoying. All right then. Let's see. That one goes there. Goes there. So now we just need to get these last two swapped around. It's still not right, is it? No, I don't know how I screwed that up. Because it looked right at one point, and then it really didn't. It would help a lot if the controls on these sorts of things didn't kind of suck. Keyboard and mouse. It's like really confusing. No. There we go, finally. I don't know why there's a confirm button on that, because you don't actually confirm it. As soon as I got it in the right order, it just worked. It's always those things though. It's like, you know, fundamentally exactly what you need to do, but like the controls of like W, S, A, and D like don't operate exactly the way you think they will. And you get them reversed in your head a lot, so it just makes it that much more complicated. I like it as a puzzle overall. Like, I like that it's more complicated than, like, say, the Resident Evil 4 stained glass puzzle in the church in that one, because that one's, like, honestly really easy. So I like that this is a little more challenging, but it's, I think we're gonna have a boss fight down here. Just gonna ignore these syringes, though, because there's no reason to pick them up. Just absorb this instead. All of the weapons should be loaded. I definitely should have checked before I said that, but yeah, they're all good. Okay, before I go jump down here and fight whatever we're going to be fighting down here, I'm going to quickly run to the restroom. So give me just 1 minute real quick. I will be right back. All right, I am back. I should have grabbed more coffee when I was up. Oh well, I'll get it later. Okay, let's go see what we're going to be dealing with down here. Whole lot of sludge. Is there anything else to find down here? I don't think so. Alright, we got our final dagger.
The prince was both divine and mortal, a living symbol of the bond between God and his people. The child, true to his lineage, soon showered the island's inhabitants with miracles. But the overwhelming power that radiated from him would also seal his fate. On the first anniversary of the prince's birth, the sun, without a shred of remorse, tore him from his mother's arms and cast him into the sea until his flames were extinguished forever.
He killed him.
Damn, her face got fucked up after she got crushed.
My tomb shall now be yours.
There must be a way to stop her. No one is invincible.
The anchor. Use your blood on the anchor.
Looks like... Oh, I guess we have to get rid of the sludge before we can... Before it'll let us loot any of these boxes here. Okay, I guess I'm understanding. Oh, we got ads. She got a little stuck there. Oh yeah, we're doing a lot of people running, that's for sure. What? Wait, is that it? It's my anchor now, bitch. I can still hear the sound effects of Dolores like walking around. Oh, I shouldn't have done that yet. Oh well, there's plenty of syringes. Kind of an easy boss fight, if I'm honest. Like I felt like that should have had a little bit more to it, but it's okay. Find the one spot I can go up here, I guess. Or can I just not do that anymore? I thought I would go up and like absorb her or something, but I mean, it seems like I should. I'm not sure. Well, I guess we just go. I still have not seen any crows. I mean, it's also possible we're not done with Dolores. I mean, you know, that was kind of a slightly anticlimactic finish to the fight, if I'm honest, but yeah, it was nice to be able to fight back for once, though. But I don't think the game's like over yet. I think there's A little more to do still. But have we gotten everything? It looks like there's more to this here. I'm not too sure that there really is, though. It just seemed like it was blocked off on both sides. Yeah, I can't really go any further. Mapping's just weird. Alright. Hopefully I'm not missing any secrets. If there is one more gun to find, I definitely don't really want to miss it. Because it seems like the guns in this game are fairly missable. Like, you I mean, don't get me wrong, you could just dead space this and, you know, beat the game with nothing but the pistol. You really don't need other weapons, but obviously they're nice to have. Oh. Well, here's a gun right here, I think. Yeah, okay. Harpoon launcher. Contraption worthy of a worshipper of the sea. I suppose there is no justice more poetic than killing them with their own weapons. Find all weapons. Okay. Cool. So this gun won't be upgradable, but I'm assuming it's going to be decently powerful. Probably costs a lot of blood to reload, too. Oh, that was that. Okay. Save the game. Okay, final chapter. So yeah, we are closing in on the end here. Probably going to have one more boss fight yet, at least.
By the sun, is that blood falling from the sky?
Kind of seems like it. This could be Kool-Aid or something. Yeah, we missed 2 more crows on that last chapter. I looked everywhere for them too, but I did not see them. But we're not on that map anymore. No. Oh, shit. I just realized it says I have infinite ammo. Okay, I guess because it's raining blood. So they just really wanted you to have like a nice little you know, fun time just blasting everything in this chapter. That's cool. Little victory lap sorta. Oh, I'm not in the blood anymore, so oh, that's neat. I like that they thought of that though. So as soon as I step out of the blood rain, I don't have infinite ammo anymore. Nice detail. Give me some of the glass biatches to kill. Yeah, it says there's one of each thing here to find, but we already found them, which is weird. So you probably just shouldn't. That's probably like a default thing. You probably just shouldn't have shown anything at all. Yeah. You can just kind of use up all your stuff to your heart's content, which is pretty nice. I doubt that that'll be the same for whatever final fight we have, though. Also, I wonder if I'm at, like, if I get healed when I'm standing in this rain, too. That would kind of make sense. Because they haven't really been putting any, ouch. They haven't really been putting any, yeah, it looks like I'm getting healed. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, they haven't put, like, anything to absorb or extra syringes around, you know, despite there being plenty of enemies to fight. How did that not kill you? That hurt. I think I might have damaged myself on that one. Are they infinitely spawning from here? Yeah. I guess it just spawned some extras. I didn't want to move on immediately since I took like a big hit, but I think we'll probably be okay. There's the glass biatches. Show yourself, damn it. Hate when they go invisible. Okay, I was trying to run around her, but it didn't work. Well, I don't really need those, so I guess we shall continue. Somebody else shooting at me? I hear it. Where are you? Over there. Okay. Yep, we're good. Still good. I'll have to look up. I don't think I'll care much about like replaying anything to like get the achievement or anything. I mean, maybe, but like if there's a new game plus, I could see doing it just for fun on my own. But I'm gonna have to like look up and see where the crows are that I missed, because I'm like very curious where they could possibly be. Because I'm not saying I was like super thorough all of the time or anything, but in that last level especially, like I was really trying to look out for them. And not only did I not see any anywhere, but, or any additional, but I didn't hear any more beyond the ones I had already found, so. They're usually pretty audible, so. I don't know. Up we go. Sometimes, bro. Come on. The staggering is a little much sometimes. What? I was... Okay. I would have sworn I was pretty far away from you when that happened, but... Bro, it is so dark. Can't see half the shit I'm trying to kill. I still really just wish that they would let you turn on your flashlight on your own. Like, there's no button for it or anything. They just only let you whip it out in certain sections. Like, I can very clearly hear enemies up ahead. Of, like, the cherub variety. Oh, plus a fucking rock golem boss, dude. Okay, and a million other enemies. At least he seems to get, like, staggered by, the shots. Hello? I don't know how that missed, but... I hope we're doing damage, because I want to kill him. There we go. He died. Alright. What else is here then? I guess just go that way. I had to step away for a bit. What did I miss? The apocalypse is going down? Yeah, so we fought Dolores at the end of the last level. I missed 2 more crows somehow. But I found everything else. We're now on our way back to the fair, I think, but as we stepped out of, you know, like finishing that like little ritual and stuff, we are in this like, well, not only do we find this explosive harpoon launcher, which is sick, but we have infinite ammo because we're in this blood rain. So whatever things we shoot, we have infinite ammo with. And we get a little bit of passive healing while we're standing in it. A cool detail though is that whenever you're actually like inside, it actually goes away, which I like is something that they thought of.
No. It is too late.
So there's going to be like at least one more boss fight. I don't know if we're going to fight the sun god themselves or something. I kind of was only like half paying attention during the last little cutscene.
Where are you?
Which was
Menudia, answer me!
Showing something about, I think the sun god killed the sea god already or something. I'm not really sure what happened. We don't really have anything else to upgrade. Let me just go unlock the chests that we can. See if we can upgrade our last skill. Because we have the brooches for the final 4 chests. As far as I know, this is the only time at which you'd be able to do this, so I don't think we missed out on anything. Money that we no longer need. So they definitely give you more than enough money. Although we might be able to upgrade the pistol one more time, now that I think about it. I did save it. I shouldn't have interacted with this.
Mediodía.
I thought it was going to be something he'd like take notice of and
truly
say
sorry.
something, but this might trigger like
It's
a.
time to end this.
I may have to reload because I want to get the remaining items first. Okay, we still can. But we found her hat. I don't know if what that necessarily means. She might still be alive, possibly. She might even be the baddie. I don't know. I guess that gate's just gonna forever make noise until I go in there. Sorry about that. Just get these remaining chests. I just don't remember where they are because the game never keeps them on the map for you. So we need 13 and then 15. I know 15's in the house. Just don't know specifically where 13 is. Kind of funny that this thing's legitimately on fire now. This one. This is 13, and then... Oh, no, this is 15. I was thinking there was one, like, the 15 was, like, up on the one balcony, so maybe 13's up here. No, this just has nothing. Okay. Ah, here we go. Here we go. I was wondering if we get an achievement for that. Okay, let's do our final upgrades, and then we'll go through the gate. So yeah, they give you a little bit more than enough crow relics, and certainly plenty of essence if you kill everything, for all the skills. And yes, we can upgrade the pistol damage one more time. And then that's it. Fully upgrade all weapons. 25 damage, too, is pretty good. Alright. Well, let's get on with it. I assume we're gonna not have infinite ammo after a certain point here. It would be weird to have infinite ammo for the final fight. Unless it's like super intense, like that would be fine. If it's like a super intense boss fight, you know, that gives you a little bit of passive healing and infinite ammo, if it's like constantly able to hit you and stuff, might be fine balance-wise. But I assume it's not going to work that way because we should be going into the cathedral and then... Of course, my gun isn't loaded the whole way. Happens sometimes. A little bit more. Suppose there's not really much point in really looking for anything at this point. We have all the upgrades we're gonna get. It's just if you need items at this point, really. Here's several syringes, because we don't really need to shoot any dolls for essence. If there was, there might be an achievement to, like, kill every doll that there is or something, but, you know. Alright, let's see what we're gonna deal with here.
I understand how you feel, but you have to stop this madness.
You understand? Do not make me laugh. You could never grasp my pain.
You are consumed by rage for what the sun did to you. You have every right. Even so, you cannot condemn the world for his crimes.
No wonder my mother wanted you dead from the start. What good is a witness who cannot even face his own sins?
Yes, I came here to kill you. I admit it. And I am sorry. Let me help you. Together, we can find another way.
No, it's too late for apologies. I will erase every trace of the sun until nothing is left.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and go put these daggers in here. Hope you don't mind.
I wish there was another way.
I will not let you harm him again. None more. He is your own flesh and blood.
My blood? What are you talking about?
I have tolerated your ignorance long enough. Now it's time to remember.
My lord, I see unrest in your eyes. Has something happened?
This child, Dolores. He should have never been born.
What do you mean, my lord? He is your son. Our miracle.
I have seen what lies ahead. A fate where even death itself fears him. A future where nothing remains. Only emptiness.
He's just a child! You cannot condemn him for sins he has yet to commit! If we stand by his side, if we guide him, none of that has to come to pass. I beg you, reconsider.
My love. We cannot take that chance.
If you do this, I will curse you. I will not rest until your reign withers and your name is lost to time. The sun will not burn forever, and when you fall, I will be there to see it.
Restrain her.
Let me go! No! No! Stop!
I am sorry, my little flame. I am so sorry. I have always been the sun.
Coward. That's all you've ever been. You chose to forget, rather than face the truth.
You are right. I was afraid. I could not allow him to destroy everything.
If the universe must perish, so our son may live. Then, so be it. Shall be judged, God of murderers!
Damn, okay. Am I shooting her or am I shooting the baby? I don't know. Okay, I shoot the hand, I guess.
How does it feel to know you're a murderer?
Dolores, look at me! I know you... Dolores, please! Come to your senses!
I'll never forgive you for what you did!
I'm just too absorbed, I see.
Don't touch him, Phil!
Okay. I guess maybe I can go the whole way to the side or something. Okay, she's got some on her shoulders now.
He was your son!
Believe me! We are not the same! I want to help you!
He is a liar. He always lies.
I did not come here to fight you. Do not make me do this!
You can't stop us!
Okay, cool. We get some healing when we do this too.
Kill him! The games are over!
Listen to me! We can still find another way. Together!
Don't make me laugh, assassino!
Okay, I literally couldn't do anything about that one because the other one was blocking my way.
You're trying my patience, Carnivero!
You are not a monster. I know who you are. There is still any good left in you. Stop our son!
I won't let you lay a finger on him! Why are you doing this?
I am sorry. You leave me no choice.
Hey, welcome back, Nightmare. Yeah, we blasting. Oh, third time was the charm. Okay. Pretty cool final boss fight. Not hard, but a little bit more interesting than I would say the other boss fights. Mind you, I don't really hold this game's bosses against it. Like, they're not necessarily challenging, but yeah, I'm sure that was the final boss.
I hope you can forgive me someday, but I have.
I don't know if there's supposed to be multiple endings to this, if there was like a
God
different
would
thing I
found
could have
another
done.
way. A true one, at least. That is why I, Gabriel Escudero, renounce my lineage, my past, all that I once was. Let this promise be written upon the heart I ignored for far too long. From this moment on, and until the end of my days, I will do all I can to redeem my sins. I do not know when or how, but I swear, I will come back for you, not as the god I was, but as the man I was always meant to be, and I will save you.
Yeah, it turns out he was the son.
What have I done?
Chin up, Cap. Not many know what it's like to wear the crown.
Mediodía. I thought you were...
What? That I'd croaked? Please! I'm tougher than gum stuck to a boot. You ain't getting rid of me that easy.
I never thought I would say this, but I am glad to hear your voice.
Solaire was the son all
Was
along.
that a
Yeah.
compliment? Looks like I'll have to die more often.
In the end, I could not change anything.
That's not true. You've changed. And as long as the sun keeps rising, there's always another chance. So, what do you say, Cap?
Let us do this, Cadet.
The other fights in this game aren't really challenging either. I feel super hard boss fights would not fit. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is like, I like that the final fight has a little more challenge to it because like you gotta hit the weak points.
The gods were perfect, untouchable, distant as stars.
And you know, you'll burn through resources pretty quickly.
But today I saw one weep. I saw one laugh. I saw one hesitate. Because if even the gods fear tomorrow, if not even they can escape their fate.
But yeah, it definitely wasn't like
then I ask you,
super hard or
what makes
anything.
this so special? If they dream, if they fall in love, if they suffer, then we're all trapped in the same dream. And let me tell you something, my darlings. Even if that dream is the most beautiful in the world, we will have to wake up. Because at the end of the night, no matter how hard we fight, dreams are still just dreams.
All right, there we have it. All in all, I like this. This was a pretty good game. I would like to see if they ever want to make like a sequel to this, or if this studio keeps making games of anything like this. I hope that they make something with like a little bit of a better balance of challenge and stuff. That's not like a super big criticism or anything, just more for my personal speed, because there's plenty of people who would just prefer to have this, to play something like this kind of easy, or on like an easier difficulty. But I just meant like for Martyr difficulty, I didn't really find the game to be hard. I did die once, but it was just kind of, to me, misunderstanding a stealth segment as a running segment, so I just kind of got destroyed trying to run away from something I wasn't meant to run from. So aside from that, I didn't die throughout the whole game. So the narrator in the end was saying it was just a dream. Well, definitely not that, but more of just a, we were the baddie the whole time kind of. But I guess it's sort of like, you know, we were the sun god, but at the same time not really, because it's more like a separate identity that the god had created for himself to forget, you know, his past. So in a way, the voices we were hearing were like our inner self. Their older version of ourselves being like, you know, that we seem to think was our god. You know, because from actual Gabriel's perspective, he's basically just a guy, right? Which is not really untrue. It's just more that he's a guy that used to be a god and doesn't realize it. Honestly, initially, I kind of forgot in the beginning that we had heard the voice of the sea god. So my initial suspicion after hearing some of the story was like, oh, what if we're actually the son of the sun, right? What if Gabriel? What if what if we are the child of the sun god, and so on and so forth. And then it went further into the whole sea god stuff, and I was like, oh well, probably not. But I just was like assuming Gabriel was not going to just be like some regular guy. Like he was probably special in some way, right? I didn't assume that he was the sun god himself until I didn't really ever assume that. I just kind of basically read that by the time we got to the end. I was just like, okay, I see what they're doing now. Before it was officially spoken, I was just like, okay, so they're implying that, that's who we are. But yeah, so I story-wise, etc., well, there's like some bits that are maybe not the clearest. Like I enjoyed it. I like the mechanics of the whole like using your health as your ammo. But for me, like mainly specifically for like something with Martyr difficulty, I would have liked it if there had been a little bit less resources lying around, just so I felt a little bit more on edge about how, I was using my resources and not just always kind of being like, oh, it's okay, I can just sort of spend these heals because there'll definitely be more heals in the next room, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like obviously they can't give you too little or else it's going to be too easy for you to die. But it just felt like there was always kind of an abundance if you play decently well. But I feel like I could have played a lot worse and still been totally fine. So that's really all I'm getting at, is that I felt like the difficulty could have been like slightly higher, mainly by just reducing your resources a little bit to really make sure your shots count and only whip out the shotgun when you really feel like you need to, or something like that, which for a long time, that's all I was doing. I was like, because the shotgun is so expensive to use, I was like, I won't use this unless I absolutely need to. And otherwise, like, I don't really have any other heavy criticisms of the game. Like, sure, the Unreal Engine stuff being not super stable, that just is what it is. Like, if you play this on console, it probably runs a lot nicer than on some PCs. But I think my only other real criticism, aside from it just not feeling super difficult, which again is fine, not every game needs to be, I would have liked it if there had been just a tiny bit more enemy variety. For what feels like a little bit too long, we really mostly only have statues to fight. And we don't get even like the little cherub snipers introduced until chapter 2. Like a little ways into it. I would have liked it if instead they had introduced, instead of specifically just visual variants of the statues, that they had done like another type of statue that has like a completely different sort of attack mode or way of moving, like a fast statue or a slower statue that's more tanky. Just give me like a slight little bit of variety there so that it feels like I have a reason to whip out different weapons. To be fair, they do give you the weapons also kind of slowly, so that's another thing. It's just the pacing of some of that stuff with the survival horror aspects. I feel like they could have given you the guns just a little faster and a little bit more enemy variety. Not saying that this was a bad way to do it, just not quite as what I would consider to be more optimal for like a traditional survival horror experience. And but I do want to say, above all of that, I enjoyed this game. I liked it quite a bit. I think that for this being the first game from this studio, with or without the Blumhouse studio funding it, producing it, I think that they did a pretty good job, overall. And I really hope that they keep making games, because this was a very good first first title, I think, for a newer studio. Anyway, so yeah, that's born during production. Well, congrats to their parents. Thanks for bleeding. I was thinking about maybe starting up like some eugenics or something, if we had finished really early. It is still pretty early, but I think we'll just go ahead and raid out. I'm gonna send a raid Sammy's way probably, again, because I don't know who else is on, but I know she is. I think she's just playing Assassin's Creed today. Shadows, that is. So yeah, let's just go ahead and send that her way. I don't know if there's a new game plus. I'll let y'all know some other time. But yeah, very soon we will be doing some Resident Evil 5, y'all. And or not 5. Resident Evil 9. I don't know why I said 5. And I was also thinking about maybe replaying Total Chaos at some point on stream. I've played it before. But it's a fun game, and playing this kind of made me want to play that again. It came out kind of recently. It's a little bit like a survival horror Tarkov sort of thing, but not quite as granular as something like Tarkov. It's kind of hard to explain, but if I play it on stream, I'll explain it then. But it's kind of a fun one that I wanted to stream. I just ended up playing it for myself because I just didn't have time to stream back then. But maybe we'll go ahead and revisit it. But yeah. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for hanging. I appreciate you very, very much. I will let you know if I'm going to do anything else in the interim. But yeah, maybe we'll do some RE5 co-op in the future. But yeah, otherwise I will definitely be here for RE9, possibly on launch day if possible, or like the day after launch if I can't. But I definitely intend to be streaming RE9 quite a bit, like as soon as it drops. And like I said, I'll let you guys know if I'm going to do any streams in between now and then, but we'll see. Anywho, y'all take care of yourselves. Say hey to Sammy for me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.